What's up, guys? I'm here today with Mark Wakasa, and I have an intern that I just hired, Kelly. You guys might have seen him in the Kelly Road to Sponsorship series, and you're his uncle, right?
Right.
Okay, and I was looking at Kelly's Instagram, and I came across one of these clips, and it was Mark, and he did a kickflip, and he was saying that it took him 13 years to kickflip. And then I was talking to Kelly, and he said that you were 49 years old, and I was like, okay, I have to hear the story.
Yeah, I started when I was 36, and I always wanted to skate when I was a kid, but I was scared. I think one time I might have gotten a skateboard, but it was just too scary for me. But I always wanted to. I got married. My wife and I was snowboarding, and that winter, my wife had to have a big back surgery, so there was no snowboarding. And I thought, I'm gonna start skating, and I work in the city, commuted across the city. So I just thought I'm gonna start to skateboard. I bought a skateboard and I just started to push and take the Muni and then commute the rest of the way skating.
And then at what point did you start trying tricks?
Right away. I saw kids doing it. I bought magazines and I tried to do an ollie, and that took me 6 months or a year to do an ollie. And then I started to, I would commute. I knew the kickflip. I actually read one article. I can't remember. I know it was in Thrasher, but it was something about there was an event, and they said something about a lot of people that were going to go to the event. It was too busy, and a lot of people who didn't know how to skate. And there was some statement about like, oh, maybe we should have done, let people in, only people who knew how to kickflip. And I thought, it seems like that's sort of a standard. So I started to try to work on it, and I just kept working on it, and I couldn't do it. And I tried, and I would try usually maybe once every 2 weeks or so, because I knew every time I tried it, it'd be torture, literally. It was so hard. And I saw how it's done, and I would see people do it, and I saw it in videos, and I just couldn't do it. But I kept trying it, and then in the meantime, just skating, all kinds of other stuff, and loving it. But I just kept trying and trying and trying, and then Kelly started skating, and it was, what was it, in a couple months or that, like, got a kickflip at whatever 13 or 14 years of age. And so it was a joke. It was definitely a joke, like especially amongst my daughters who saw me struggle with it. And then my little nephew started skating, and he just got it like that. And so then I thought, I got it. How do I get this thing? And so then I started to not struggle so much each time I did it. I just told myself, I'm just going to try it and just keep working at it in each session. And then it came to me that I'm going to try it every day, just even if it's a little bit, try every day. And I thought of it a little bit like I did a lot of other sports before, rock climbing and rowing, where it's a lot of power and strength. And I was under the impression and always understood that you got to work out really hard and then rest. Like, so that's why I would, try my kick flips for a day and then rest for 3 days, or, put it to the side. But something like a kick flip, a little like, I think, music, where you got to do a little every day. It's such a skill. And so taking that as an idea, I started to just do it a little bit every day. And that's what I finally was able to get it. And at the same time, to this day, it's still really hard. I mean, it takes me a number of times to get it. But now I have confidence that eventually in the session, I'll get it.
That's awesome. That is amazing. 13 years.
13 years.
That is incredible.
It was worth it.
Did you try any other tricks besides the kickflip during that 13-year period?
Oh yeah. I would skate just in general, at parks, and just learning how to do bowls and all. But I would do an ollie. But actually, it's true, I didn't try like Aaron's thing, that sequence, that progression.
Exactly. It's front side 180, back side 180, pop shove it, front shove it, heel flip and kick flip.
I did not see that until a couple months ago, and so I never did that. I just was trying. I was doing ollies, and then trying to kickflip. And so that's why like I can't really do 180s and some of those other basic tricks. I could do shove it. I did those, but that was sort of it. And maybe that was a part of the problem too, is I so focused on that. And and then I'd give it a break sometimes for a little while and just skate, bowls and that kind of thing. But yeah, I didn't do much else otherwise, just trying to kickflip a lot.
Got it, yeah, because Aaron's philosophy is that like, if you go straight from the ollie to kickflip, it's like too much of a jump. And so it's really difficult to land kickflip. So who knows, maybe that would have helped. Yeah,
I think there's some truth to that. Just getting used to the board in general. Yeah. But at the same time, having a job and raising kids at such limited time, and I always felt like, I have this little period and I'm gonna try it, I can keep trying it. So I didn't really go through sort of a smart progression, but I think it does make sense. And now, with Sadie, with my daughter, she's slowly working on these, and I think it makes much more sense to go through sort of a progression.
Mm-hmm. Has she got a kickflip yet?
No, not yet.
How old is she?
9.
Okay, so she's got a little bit, maybe, but she'll get
one day soon,
I'm sure. But you can now teach her.
I'll try.
Do you plan to keep skating now that you've learned how to kickflip and whatnot?
Oh yeah, I love it more than ever. Yeah, I love it. I love the idea of trying to do a little every day, and just getting on the board every day is the best thing. So I'm more psyched than ever, and just skating all over, and new park going up in our hometown in Half Moon Bay.
Oh, nice. Have you ever taken any like really bad faults?
Yeah, I did at Crocker Amazon, and just trying to go up a little bit, up and then back fakie, and it's in the deep end. It's really steep, and I didn't get very high, but I just went up and fell down, and then dislocated my shoulder, and then I just popped it back in slowly that same morning. That was the worst of it. Otherwise, no huge slams.
But you were cool with continuing to skate after that?
Yeah, I love it. And it's part of it. And actually, a lot of times taking a slam, it helps me get psyched,
Yeah, it kind of does. You're like, okay, I did it. Like, now I'm not so scared.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and like take it down.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you think about other people your age learning how to skateboard or starting for their first time? Do you recommend it?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the best. I love, the culture of it. There's no rules. You could do it anywhere. It's so good for balance and exercise and all that, stuff. It's so cool. It's hard. It's really hard. There's that danger factor. But if at any age, I feel like, just get out there. I see a lot of older folks through my work, and the biggest problem is, not being active and not having balance and taking falls. So skateboarding is, as good as anything, probably better than anything as far as just keeping your balance and keeping, fit, and your muscles in shape. But yeah, you have to be ready to fall on concrete.
Do you have any advice that you'd give to somebody who's learning how to kickflip, who's starting at your age?
Yeah, like I was saying, I think the main thing was trying it every day a little bit, and just doing it every day. Yeah, that's all I can think of, and not get too frustrated, because there are times my kids have heard it, my wife has heard it, where I'm just so frustrated. I was so frustrated. So not getting too and just keep trying it and having fun. I mean, it's all a good time.
All right, so that was awesome.
Thank you.
Very well done. So yeah, I just thought I meant to bring a DVD of Skateboarding Made Simple so I could give it to you, but I forgot. I really apologize. But I'm going to give you a DVD so everybody knows. We know each other in person. I'm going to give him the DVD so you can watch that. You can do a checkup when you're 50 and see if it helps.
Let's do it.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, I should be better.
Awesome. What I'd recommend to you guys if you're in a similar position is to get Skateboarding Made Simple. That is a video that we put together here at Braille that teaches you all the basic tricks from ollie up through kickflip, and it gives you like orderly progression of which tricks you should learn and then it breaks each trick down into various parts so that you can really get each trick and you don't get stuck on any one trick, because you learn each trick like in sections, so you can get better at like one section if you're having trouble doing the whole trick. So that will probably help you guys, and it'll give you like a base and give you some visual so you can see what's going on and how it should be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, click the like button, leave a comment below. See you next time.
Definitely check out Skateboarding Made Simple. It's available on all these platforms: iBooks, brailleskateboarding.com, and Google Play. It's the most comprehensive video we've ever made, and it teaches skateboarding better than anything else out there. You won't be disappointed.